Hello YouTube, so what follows is the breakdown of a jungle pathing between JDG's Kanavi and Weibo Gaming's Xiaohao. I wanted to highlight this one because we did a 4-hour kind of deep dive on stream on Twitch of a bunch of different jungle paths for the top 4 junglers in the LPL, in my opinion, and I thought that this one was one of the more interesting ones. If you like this kind of content, please like, comment, and subscribe and let me know, and we can do more stuff like this in the future or look at some other leagues, some other things, but I just thought it would be a fun one to put on the YouTube, so enjoy. I wanted this game because it should be somewhat harder to play from jungle level 1. You still have like good you still have Udyr, Ari, which have like decent level 1s for you. But normally like from here I would say we path down. We maybe look for Rumble on top rotation. Level 1 wards matter. We'll look at like 2 clears. And we'll kind of just talk about how the games go. By the way, if it's not clear, I think the top 3 junglers in the league are Milky Way, Kanavi, and Tian in like whatever order. This is Kanavi being like somewhat smart because he knows that they spotted him here. They know this is warded. They know this ward was placed. Typically, you're faster on Vi doing single target clears, so a lot of times you'll want to do like blue Gromp. They have these wards here in position in case Poppy looks for invade. So Poppy might look for invade, so they do end up letting Xiaohao invade on this window. Kanavi, they know he's on this ward, so Kanavi knows they don't have info here because no one warded the entrances at level 1. So they don't have info, but he knows that Xiaohao just passed the ward. So he's going this way. He's thinking that he has to counter gank because Xiaohao is here and that they'll look at his bot lane, or that Xiaohao will just invade and go for Gromp. So one of these 2 things will happen. Xiaohao ends up just placing a ward, but Kanavi walking around like this is actually super smart and good because it's like he's kind of predicting Xiaohao will ward here or here or here. Like one of these 3 points. So he goes this way, he goes around, and then Xiaohao still has no info on him. So this is like actually pretty fucking smart, no? In this sequence, Kanavi should still be down here, so Xiaohao decides he's going to check wolves. And Vise will like very frequently go like blue Gromp, and maybe not do wolves, or maybe do something else, right? So he goes and he checks wolves. Because there's no way, timing-wise, that Kanavi could have done raptors and then all 3 of these camps. So he goes and he checks raptors. But because Kanavi's not here, he's thinking, okay, maybe somehow Kanavi just like did blue. He's on Gromp, or he based, like, I'm not exactly sure what Xiaohao's thinking here, but he thinks he's safe to take these also because he has mid-prio. But because Kanavi actually did 3 camps here, he did Raptors, Blue, and Gromp. He's level 3, so he's no longer like piss weak. Xiaohao, watch him pull these camps. He uses his spells here. He's only level 2. Ruler is now level 3, which he doesn't expect because he thinks like at most Kanavi would do this. He also had eyes on Gromp. And so like he's actually in danger here. Kanavi doesn't connect the Q or anything, and there isn't a play because he doesn't have prio lanes. But him being 3 here and Xiaohao not being able to get anything but wolves, and Xiaohao actually being behind here, is a net positive for Kanavi. And then he goes and he does this. So basically all Xiaohao got from this was wolves. And he's actually now just behind. Because Kanavi's done all these camps. He's done 5 camps. If he comes and he wins the smite fight on Raptor, on Scuttle, which is what he's thinking, then he can win this. But he doesn't have smite here, and he's a bit late. So instead what he does is he uses his positioning, the fact that he ends up not showing necessarily, to lean top for gank, because he's in positioning. We're now in a spot where it's maybe possible, but the wave is too big. I also think the other element about it that you can think about, if you really want to be critical of Kanavi, which I think is fair, if you really want to be critical of Kanavi here, what you can do, as you can say before this gank, you know, the chances are that Xiaohao goes bot is basically like, if he didn't do raptors, right? If he didn't do Raptors, and he goes and does, or if he didn't do Krugs, he goes and does his Krugs and it goes back bot. But in all likelihood, because you see him on this top scuttle here, who can count the number of camps he's done, reasonable to believe he's done his Raptors, and he's done his red, because you saw him with red before, when he did the invade. So it's reasonable to believe he's done those camps. But you know for a fact he didn't do Krugs, because you see him here. So the fact that he sees Xiaohao on the scuttle, or at least no scuttles being taken, because it's not in the spot, means that Xiaohao should do these camps. That's what you have to think, right? You have to think, as Kanavi and JDG, that Xiaohao should do these camps. So bot lane, basing on this recall angle, missing with this wave, not pushing out too much, it should be safe. This should be safe to play on this wave for bot lane. So, you're not being critical of Kanavi here, you just have no wards on bot side anymore, because you don't have prio. You think that he's doing his top camps here, he walks all the way bot, so this is from Xiaohao, and he ganks bot. And Kanavi's like, you know, maybe my bad? Doesn't matter. This wave is pushing out here. His bot lane saying this is guaranteed gank, they have to play on this wave. Kanavi is saying, oh, he's probably top because he has top camps. Xiaohao's here. Bot's like, what the fuck, man? They have to burn flashes, and Kanavi says, it's okay, I'm taking this blue buff, right? So that's like the other element you can say, is that Xiaohao's like kind of a psycho. But it's reasonable for JDD to expect Poppy to be here. It's just that his bot lane is pointing out, oh hey, this like is a wave we can play on. And Xiaohao is saying, like, my top camps are fine. It's like kind of grief if I'm stalling the second camp spawn. Of course, it's grief. But my top camps are fine because I have prio both lanes. So I think this is like, overall, yes, like his bot lane looks like they grief, so I misspoke earlier. But in fact, it's like kind of creative play from Xiaohao, but also Xiaohao is putting himself like so behind doing this too. And Kanavi just is getting a massive lead. And that's like Kanavi's jungle style. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Let me know what kind of content you'd be interested in having on the channel, and I will see you in the next one.